Hey YouTube, what's going on? Bearded Chief back here. Today, June 20th, 2023, West Virginia Day, and the grand opening of Mountain State Grooming. Yep, they are live today. They're bringing you three of their flagship products today. You've met Joe and you've met Phil in the previous episode. This is part two. This is me by myself reviewing their product, giving my opinion on them. Bang on company. These guys came out of the gate swinging like the steel pouring out of a ladle in a steel mill in West Virginia. Fire! I've had the pleasure of working with these guys for a little while now. They've done something pretty smart. Being a brand new company, they reached out to some people, and unbeknownst to them, I know every one of the people that they reached out to and said, hey, I'm going to send you some stuff. Please give us feedback. They reached out to Austin, a buddy of mine from the Bearded Brothers United. He got input, send it back, talking back and forth, do this, do that, change this, don't change that. Reached out to Eric Tolberg. He's eBeard88. He's a new reviewer. Dude's funny as hell, but he knows his beard stuff and he doesn't BS. Reached out to Paul LaPierre, Dumbledorable on YouTube, good buddy of mine. Reached out to him too, and myself, because I'm local. I'm like 20 minutes from these guys, and they were like, holy crap, Bearded Chief lives right across the river from us. So we met up and tried their stuff, messaging back and forth, change this, change that, just tiny little tweaks here and there, my opinion only. And they took the information from the other reviewers, made some tweaks, and came out with some banger stuff, man. It was good to begin with, but the tweaks that they did make, fire, let me tell you. We talked more about the oil blend than anything else, because I told them, and I think all the other reviewers told them, the butter is insane good. Let me talk about that real quick. I beat up oils, butters, balms all day long. I try to put them through their paces. I tried something with their company that I've never done before. Normally I'll spray my beard down before I go to bed, and I'll put my butter in and massage it in and what have you. I put their butter in bone dry at the end of the night, right before I went to bed. Bone dry. Woke up the next morning, the beard looked like this. It wasn't all crazy looking like you get with some butters in the morning. It's all kind of jacked up and stuff, and then you got to go through your morning routine and what have you. I was so excited. I had to freaking message Joe, and Joe was like, I can't believe it. He says, I did the same thing, and my beard looked as amazing as it did before I went to bed. And that's never happened to me before. Their butter is insane good. I'm not hyping this stuff up. I'm not BSing you guys. This is a brand new company, and I think they finally got everything dialed in just the way they want it. I'm going to talk about the 4 cents real quick. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm going to put their carrier oils and all that stuff down below, because we talked about it in the previous episode. In case you missed it, they're going to be down below. Okay, they're going to start out with 3 on their website today. West Virginia Day, grand opening day. And the 3 they're going to have up is Mothman. That is a cool label right there. They're going to have up Almost Heaven. And they're going to have up Boom 1776. And my light does not like this label at all. It's red, white, and blue. Super cool. Let's talk about Mothman. And then finally, the one that's not up on the website, and I've got one that doesn't even have a name yet, but we're going to talk about that one here at the end. This one's Ogilby, and Ogilby's a park in West Virginia. And they do like Festival of Lights and stuff and golfing, and it's just a big park, and it's a really nice place. They got a zoo and what have you. So they named one after Ogilby in West Virginia. Okay, let's start off with Mothman. All right, Mothman is more complex than the other ones. The other ones are like 2 to 3 scent profiles. And this one's going to be honey, tobacco, amber, bergamot, oud, coriander, tonka, and dark musk. And this one's a nice play with honey. All the other ones seem to complement that. Honey at the top is just, oh, it's so fire. I really enjoy this one, and I've actually got quite a few compliments, and the scent duration on these, it lasts and lasts and lasts, and it doesn't really like fade off and go away, and you don't go nose blind to it. It's there, and it's pleasing, and I quite enjoy it. Next one, let's talk about 1776. And like I said, I'm sorry that light is just not, there we go, that's not bad. Okay, this one's very easy. It's gunpowder and lemonade. And I can't stand gunpowder at all. Most of the stuff that I have that has gunpowder in it, I'll wear it, but there's something about that gunpowder that I don't like. But this, I don't get zero gunpowder. I get none of that smell at all. What I think the gunpowder's doing is it's taking away that bitterness of the lemonade. And in my mind, when I smell the lemon or the lemonade in this, it's like a creamy lemonade. It's kind of hard to make sense, but it's like creamed up. And I think that gunpowder like cuts it a little bit, so it's not as bitter. Yeah, bitter. But man, is this good. Like I said, I got the matching butters and balms for all of these. Super, super good. Let's see. Almost Heaven. This one is freaking amazing. I'm a big fan of lavender and I'm a big fan of vanilla. And I don't know what the ratio is of lavender and vanilla to this, but if you got one, it can overpower the other, in my opinion, because I really dig vanilla and I really dig lavender, but you could like dominate one or the other. These, they combined it to like perfection, in my opinion. This is such a sweet smell. It's so good. It kind of, in the back of my mind, has a little bit of barber shop coming out of it. But it's wonderful. It's such a sweet, sweet smell. And the lavender pops. It's so nice. It's great. Ogilvy, the park that we were talking about. This one's going to be oatmeal, milk, and honey. Man, these guys love honey, and the oatmeal in this mixed with the honey and the milk. it's such a good combination. I adore all of these. If I had to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, I honestly don't think I could pick a favorite. They're all out of the gate really good. I'm a big foodie type kind of scent, strawberries and what have you. I love all that stuff, but I'm also a big fan of the tobaccos and what have you. But man, very pleased to be asked to review these guys and be a part of their opening day. Go out and check these guys out. They're going to be on Instagram. They're going to be on Facebook. They're going to be on the Wubba Wubba Wubba. I'm going to put them down below. Price gave me a little bit of a chuckle. The price. $17.99 for the regular blend called Hooch. I shit you not. $19.99 for the bird blend, and it's called Bootleg. You gotta love these guys. The balm's gonna be $17.99, and the butter's gonna be $19.99. Now, is that spot on for the website when they open up? I'm not 100% sure, but that's where they were looking at going with pricing. So it's gonna be pretty damn close to that on the opening day today. They made a butter. They were coming out to do the video previous that you guys seen part 1. This is part 2. Okay, and he said, "Hey, Chief, smell this one," because I love blueberry. I said, "Okay." Joe's like, "What the hell, man? I didn't even get a chance to smell it." He said, "I just made it," right before they got in the car. Now, this one is blueberry, sugar, and pie crust, like a pastry crust. And it's like you slide that pastry crust out of the bag, and that raw dough for the crust. I'd never thought about putting that into a beard oil, but the blueberry, that pie crust, that raw pie crust, and sugar is one fabulous, fabulous scent. And the blueberry is the key player, but those other two in there they round it out so it's not a normal, boring blueberry, man. Whew. I opened it up at lunch. Didn't even put my finger in it, put it in the end. I just opened it up, and somebody 2 tables away was like, "Whoa, what is that?" So everybody had to get a whiff of this new butter Chief had that day. And wow, that's some good stuff. And it doesn't have a name yet, but I think it might have something to do with Chief here in the near future. So keep your eye out on that. I thoroughly enjoyed working with these guys, man. I'm sorry this video took a little bit longer, but this is grand opening. You got to check these guys out. Hey, if you like my video, hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. We got a lot more cool stuff coming up for you in the future. Chief out.